Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Here we go. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I slept. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Well, no, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I'm tired of this shit. I love you. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, it's the detox. Oh, no, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I would never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. I'm so tired of this shit. No, 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 no. Can't believe said I'll never do it again.
Hey there. Welcome to the Overcomers of Relapse podcast. I am D, your host. This is episode 4 of season 3 for my podcast. So welcome to all listeners out there. It is great to share this experience with you. I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. This podcast is not only pertaining to relapse as far as drugs, alcohol, or any other addictions. We are open to all topics. However, our main topic is why do we have addictive behaviors and how can we overcome them? On episode 4 of season 3, I would like to use for a topic, feel so good, hurt so bad. Feel so good, hurt so bad. This is pretty much how I used to sum up getting drunk with my addiction. I used to say, hey, it has to cost something to feel this good, right? Boy, was I right. It costs plenty. Not to mention the horrible hangovers and withdrawals to get back sober. But the real nightmare starts when you realize all the damage you have done when you come back into reality and realize, man, I really messed things up. So, me being a mastermind and all, I decided, hey, I have the answer. Just never be sober again. That will work. The insane, deformed, ingenious ideas we come up with, these addictions to make what we call sense at the time, is truly a testament to how deceiving this disease can be. But when you are feeling that toxic false sense of feeling real good, with your buzz on, it is a place of fulfillment that only someone that has this disease understands. And personally, I don't care what recovering addict tells you about it. It is a craving that exists in us that only our addiction can quench. We have to be strong and resilient and resist our urges quite a bit. Yeah. You may not want a drink today or feel like Superman or Superwoman at the moment. However, anyone who suffers from this disease experiences battling against it in some form every day. Yep, there is no denying it. It feels so good, but just remember, it hurts so bad. Now, the question you must answer is the hurt worth the feeling good? This is a question that all addicts must eventually answer, and it is not an easy one. If you are a true addict, substituting your drug of choice is like knowing, let me see an example, is like knowing what it is to be sexually active and not being able to have sexual activity any longer. Now, all my sobers out there, do you get the picture? Does this make it a little clearer for you to understand? It is extremely difficult sometimes, and it takes everything that addicts have to resist the temptation, especially with all of the advertising you see on TV or social media. And if you are not real careful, as an addict, you can feel left out and not fully part of relationships with friends and family that drinks occasionally, and you have to have a Coca-Cola or a club soda. Have you ever been to an event and everyone was drinking and you could not, and you felt like, well, how can I put it nicely? Like the oddball of the party? Well, I hate to break it to you, my addicted friends. You are. But the truth of the matter is it worth it? Feeling so good is not worth the hurting so bad. And not just yourself, but friends and loved ones that we hurt also. You may not remember how you acted feeling so good, but I guarantee you they do. And they could tell you it was bad, hurting bad. I used to convince myself and say to friends and family, man, don't come to me with all that. We all were drinking and behaving out of the box, so to speak. No, I was drunk. People that are addicted, substance takes us to a place well past how normal people act when they have had just a couple of drinks. Trust me, I have been videoed, and it was not an Oscar performance. No. But I was feeling good. And to this day, it hurts so bad when I have memories of how I have behaved. Shameful. However, we all have to forgive ourselves and move on. So, I guess the question is, how can I feel really good and not hurt at all? Well, this is just my honest opinion. To be honest, this is not something that you can count on externally. But a lot of how you react to all situations, good or bad, has to do with how you feel internally. Internal good feelings starts with how do you take care of yourself physically? What do you think about most of the time? Who do you share your heart or inner feelings with? Who do you trust? And the number one, do you acknowledge your God of the universe or your higher power? Feeling real good sometimes just happens when things are going really well. But most of the time, just to feel good and not hurt so bad takes some kind of effort from us. Please, my friends, do not let that effort be of some kind of addictive substance, because feeling so good is not so good when it has to hurt so bad. It is just a temporary, tranquil illusion that eventually turns into a life filled with regrets. And what we thought was so good was really manifesting into a lifetime of hurt so bad, unforgettable nightmares. Well, that's it for episode 4, season 3. Please visit my website, The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It is listed on the screen. Please feel free to post on blogs, share thoughts, and also feel free to chat. Contact information is on there also, along with a lot of great music. Also, come join us on my Facebook group called Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. A lot of great inspiring posts and just a great group of people to chat with. Let me know your opinions and thoughts, and also if you would like to be a guest on the podcast. Thanks again for joining me. Talk with you again very soon. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye-bye.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference and move on. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I slept. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Well, man, no, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I'm tired of this shit. Tired of it. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, it's the detox. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I would never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. I'm so tired of this shit. No, no.